I like old-time art very much, especially this art of way back thousands of years ago.
What is it? What is it?
And there's a kind I dislike very much, which is pop art, because it's got too much food and Coke bottles in it. I see enough food 3 times a day, and it looks to me as if it hasn't got much thought to it. But those artists are expressing themselves in their own way.
Maple. Good. All right, now David's in here, and you have to go and get your little wire in because you have a song to sing.
Lulu.
Is it in here? No. All right. Where's your... This one. What is that?
Art begins in seeing. David and Tommy are learning to see proportion and design in the shape of a leaf. Tommy is discovering that not all leaves look alike, that they have different shapes and different names. To help him tell one shape from another, Tommy has built a simple perception box. When he puts his leaf inside the box and looks at it, its structure is clearer and it's easier for him to identify it. Ellen already knows the name of her leaf. She is learning that names are made of letters, and letters have their shapes too.
Tulip. T-U-L-I-P.
Right. Come on. Good. Okay, Tommy, put one in your box. And we'll...
Maple.
Oh, good, Maple. All right. Why did you try to make her leaf green?
In a structured art program, training in perception is only a start. To Ellen, the challenge is not to identify the leaf, but to express how her leaf looks to her and how she feels about it.
Blue and yellow to make that.
Ellen's perception of visual order is unique, and with these paints, she is communicating the uniqueness of her vision. Ellen, like any artist, is engaged in the struggle to discover herself through her work. It demands creativity, skill, and effort, but deep pride of accomplishment will be her reward. She is making an artistic statement in a style that is her own.
A gale.
A girl?
Yes.
Oh, all right. You want to make a girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Orange.
Well, that's all right. What did you use to make orange? Yes, what? What?
This and this.
What are they? Red?
Red and yellow.
To make orange. And what did you want to make?
Oh, I'll make orange.
You make an orange leaf? All right.
I use blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow,
And then what colors will you use?
black, red, yellow, blue, and red and blue.
Ellen.
Now I'm going to make a big hamburger balloon.
A big what?
Big hamburger balloon.
What is that?
That is a pumpkin.
Something that blows up?
In this film, order and proportion in the shape of a leaf motivate children to seek balance and harmony in their creative expression. These children are mentally retarded, but they learn and they grow like boys and girls everywhere. This is their story.
Oh, you mixed a lovely brown. How did you get that brown?
Blue, red, and
A tree?
Yeah.
A tree or a leaf? A leaf? What
Batik was done so long ago into the islands of Java. All the girls there, they do it. They batik beautiful designs for their wedding dresses. My design is different than the other girls. Some of the other girls have their designs going straight up and down. My design is of different ginkgo leaves, small and large. Big ones on the outer edge and gradually going toward the middle, one big one, and then some small ones around.
There's lots of lovely clouds in there. Is that what the white paper is?
Yes.
Painting with the wax, you have to keep the wax very hot, or you will,
I'm not gonna have
if it gets too dry, will make a funny mark on your scar or where you're painting.
a lot of different colored trees. Now, let me see. Green. With all this.
You do. Nancy finally got brown, Joyce.
Good.
Now, you're all set. That's nice. Bring your stem down a little farther. Way down.
My colors are yellow, and then I dyed it a blue, and this made them, my second color turned green. My final color was brown.
There we go.
After taking it out, we wring it out not too hard, but enough to get the color out, and we
Than it was.
put it over a frame to let it dry.
A little yellow.
Orange. Don't you know how? Tell me.
My final, when I'm ironing on the ironing board, you have to iron out
Joyce,
as much as wax as you can get off and change papers.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
red,
probably
yellow.
give it to one of my friends at home, or maybe my sister. One of them or maybe two I'll leave here,
Doug, what
so
colors you
other
making?
people, when I leave, may see the work we do.
It's like a Hinduism mask and a South Sea Island mask and an American Indians mask, all rolled up in one. The shape of the face looks like a Hinduism. It looks kind of like happy and also some life in it. And the mouth is so wide and it looks just like the mask is gonna burst out in laughter. It was quite hard to put on the plaster cast because it didn't fit just right. You had to dip in all the water and it just gunked up. And the mouth was kind of hard to make. The next step was to make the nose, and kind of fitting it around is quite hard. But I think the hardest thing is trying to figure out where you're going to put the paint. But the colors are something like people don't usually make. Like the brown is kind of brownish and not brown. And the red is like red, but it isn't red, or orange. And the leaves gives it a whole different outlook on life itself.
All three colors, yes. I got it all three colors.
And I got onto something real hard, which is this rug. I put the warp on a warp board, and I had to make a cross.
I started with yellow, red, and blue, and then I got purple.
I was watching Mrs. Perkins make this rug, and she made a bigger one, than I made. And I got interested in making one, so I thought I'd make one, something like hers. But she made squares in hers instead of strips like I did to mine.
Yellow. Blue.
Then I put it on the loom, and I had to tighten it up. Then I started weaving with these flosser knots. And the rug got boring once in a while because I really wanted to go out and play most of the time.
It looks like Now, when that dries, Mrs. Perkins, when that dries, I'm going to put in the house. I'm going to put the leaf and the trees in the background after that dries. Well, I can't do it. It's going to dry.
Make an interesting effect. Why don't you try it?
Okay, I'll try it.
I finally got through it, and I braided the bottom of the rug.
Comes out.
And in Switzerland, Sweden, they make these most of all. And they sleep on some of them, and I might sleep on mine too.
Rose and purple, blue and yellow, brightly the colors glow. Weave them all together, soft, soft and very fair. There's only hope of 25th for a queen to wear. Here we sit all weaving, weaving, threads weaving to and fro. Rose and purple, blue and yellow, brightly the colors glow. Weave them all together, soft, soft and very fair. There's only hope of 25th for a queen to wear.
Now what color am I making? I don't even know what the colors I'm making now.
Well, maybe you're all done with your picture. Why don't you take it out?
Oh, wait a minute. This. I think I went off.
Apple. An apple? Sure. That's very good, Nancy. Now,
How many seeds of apple?
you know how. Go ahead and do it. I'd like to see a nice bright fall tree in your picture.
This is what I'm going to do. I make a bee of a tree. That's cute. That, Arousers
I made my design.
tails on
I first arranged them on a piece of paper, and then I drew it.
Yes,
And then after that,
a bee.
I drew my design from the paper onto the material, and we arranged them all so they wouldn't all be together. We put them some in groups, and some we spread out.
You might add a little color to the bee's wings. You know what color?
No, you arrange them like you want them. You just don't spread it all over the place. You make a picture out of it, and you put them where you want them. Like you put them, you make, you don't put them in one place, you spread them all out. I made French knots in some of them, too. And I did the satin stitch. A couple of years ago when I did it, there was lots of material showing, and it didn't look good. But, you know, when you keep on working at it, it looks better every year.
Why don't you try a lighter color? A man? Ears? Yeah. Well, why don't you look at mine? That's the girl? That's wonderful. Go ahead with your bead.
It's not a tree. I put you make it in summertime. Yes. This is really in the fall, summertime, a little close to the summer. We were making a lot of things for Canada. The boy I write to is Manon. It is a French name. One day we were making some things out of clay, and we sent that up, and we got something very different from our request, and it was very pretty. It was all about the kings, and I got a king and a camel. I made a shepherd. I made it by, I first took some clay and I had to shape it. And then I took a little coil and put it around his head. And then we had to let it dry, and when it dried, after it dried, we had to glaze it. And when it was all glazed, we put it in the kiln.
The first thing I used to make my puppet was a gourd. We hollowed out the gourd. Then after that, we start putting plaster around it. Then we started to squeak the sequence by putting the eyes, nose, and mouth on with coils, with little coils, and shaping them out like we shaped them out just by putting them in. For the nose, I used a round circle. And for the mouth, I used two long strips of plaster.
Oh, you mixed the lovely
6 by 4.
A tree or a leaf? A leaf? What kind of a leaf?
3, 2, 1, let's time it down. 0, left off.
Okay. What color are you mixing up? It looks like purple. Mix it up a little
After
more.
that, we started working on the costume, which was hard. For mine, I used a cape with black stitches on it, and then the cape, and then came the gray uniform with patches sewn on the back and the front, and with a red leather belt. And I used a blanket stitch for the patches. On some of the patches, I just used a regular stitch, and on one of my patches, I used the blanket stitch, which I thought it would be very interesting. My puppet is named Abraham. In the show, he took part of a poor shepherd, which he came to visit the Christ child, and he gave the Christ child a hickory leaf and some nuts.
I'm not going to have any trays. I'm in the housing. And then the boys and me opened the killer, and it looked so pretty, I almost cried right there. Green. With all this.
Nancy finally got brown joys.
Behold our branches growing of loveliest form and grace, as prophets sung foreknowing, it springs from Jesse's race, and bears one little leaf in midst of coldest winter, at deepest midnight hour. Isaiah hath foretold it in words of promise sure, and Mary's arms enfolded, a virgin meek and pure, through God's eternal will. This child to her is given, at midnight calm and still.
Many years ago in France, people sang Christmas carols around the creche, just like the one we sent to Canada. And movable figures were added, and little Christmas puppet shows developed. The showmen added funny parts to the Christmas story.
Look, Joseph, at the little cradle I made for Jesus. I used tulip leaves. Now at least he's out of the hot sun.
I am glad we found this sassafras tree. The shade is welcome after our long journey. Mary, let us lie down and sleep. It is cool, and we shall rest well.
What is this? A family sleeping in a field under a sassafras tree? How peaceful they look. They will be hungry when they awake. I shall leave my hickory nuts and milk for them. I must hurry past now before I wake the baby. I wonder who they are.
Sweet nightingale, awake, come from fair warbler now, high in the tree of yonder bright sweet music quickly make. For Jesu mild, him God gave us for to save us, he forgave us. Sing, 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 and praise the holy child. Joseph, wake up. We must hurry now. I need to find a house for little Jesus before another night. How I wish I had some food for the baby and for you, Joseph. Oh, look, some lovely nuts and some milk.
how good someone has been to us.
What is that bright light?
I have come to lead you to a resting place. Follow me, and we shall go to a stable in Bethlehem.
Thank you. You are kind. Come, Joseph. We shall follow the angels.
3, 2, 1, 0, blast off.
I wonder what is wrong with the rocket, Melchior. We decided this was the easiest way to get to Bethlehem. Now we can't get the rocket off the ground. Casper, come out of the rocket and help us.
I just called the tower. They don't know what is one. Well, I guess we will just have to go by Carol, and we won't have to worry about getting them off the ground. How I wish I had a gift for the Christ child. I wonder perhaps the Christ child would like a hickory leaf. I have one more left from fall. I must run quickly and get my last hickory leaf.
Shepherds come riding into Bethlehem. Merrily they sing and play their pipes within. Deeply now they bow to Mary, wondering how to greet the child, Jesu mild. Deeply now they bow to Mary, wondering how to greet the child, Jesu mild. Shepherds come running into Bethlehem. Merrily they running into Bethlehem. Deeply now they bow to Mary, wondering how to greet the child, Jesu mild. Deeply now they bow to Mary, wondering how
The gifts from the wise men and the shepherds are so welcome. Jesus is gay and happy.
My name is Abraham. I am a poor shepherd, but I do want to see the Christ child. I have a tiny gift, only a hickory leaf. Maybe the baby would like to play with it. Why, Abraham, you must be the one who left milk and nuts for us.
You fed us when we were so hungry. And of all the gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, little Jesus loves his hickory leaf best. Behold, kind shepherd, you and your family will be blessed with a long and happy life.